Hi students, good morning to all. Today we are going to learn a new lesson, lesson 18. A seed tells a farmer's story. A seed tells a farmer's story. Okay, so we know that farmers are part of our life. Why? Because we know that if there is no farmers in the world, we cannot live. Why? We know that we, for a living things, what all things need? Yes, air, water, then sunlight, then food and shelter. These are the ultimate factor or fundamental the factors needed for the farmers. Ultimate or fundamental factors needed for the living things. Okay. So we know, first of all, we can say that we get air from where? Yes, we get air from in the atmosphere, from the atmosphere. It is naturally occurring in our atmosphere. We breathe air from the atmosphere. Okay, so that is given by God. Okay, so we know that. Also we know oxygen. We breathe in oxygen from the surroundings. That oxygen is present from where? Yes, the plants. The plants give out oxygen. The plants give out oxygen. Okay, then we breathe in oxygen and breathe out what? Which air? Yes, carbon dioxide. That is absorbed by the plants for making their food through which process? Yes, photosynthesis. Through which process? Photosynthesis. That is we learned from our then previous classes. Okay. Then we know we get air from nature. It is abundantly present in the nature. So we breathe in from the nature itself. Then air. Then we need sunlight. We need sunlight. So that sun, we get sunlight from the source sun. We get sunlight from sun. Then air, then water. Next resource, a precious resource is water. Water is a precious, fundamental and most abundant resource present in the earth. Yes, we know the water is naturally already present in the nature itself. Okay, so we need water. We can't think without water. We cannot survive without water. Okay, we cannot survive without water and air. What happened to us? Yes, we are going to die due to the lack of air and water. Okay, we know our earth is more than half portion. That means 71% of our earth is fully covered with water. And also one feature is there for our earth. We all live in which planet? We live in the planet Earth. Okay, so and also we can say that our planet Earth is called as a blue planet. Why our Earth is called as a blue planet? Because our Earth, 71% of our Earth is fully covered with what? Yes, water. Yes, water. We know water is a precious resource. It is limitless. Then it is odorless, tasteless, and colorless inorganic component of hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, so we get water from the nature itself. Okay, then we know that. Next, another important factor needed for the living thing is what? Yes, first food. What? Food. Okay, we get food. We need food. Okay, for our survival. From where we get food? Yes, we get food from where we make some crops in our paddy field who is properly the paddy fields? Yes, farmers. Who? Farmers. So we know that farmers are part of our life because they will produce food for the people live in the earth. Live in the earth. Okay, so which are the different most important factors needed for the life? First one air, then second one water, then third one food, then fourth one sunlight, then fifth one shelter, shelter. So and then we get air from nature. Air from where? Nature. Then air from nature. We get water from where? We get water from nature. Then we get food from the nature. The food are prepared by who? Yes, farmers. Who? Farmers. The foods are prepared by farmers. Are cultivated by farmers. Are cultivated by farmers. So they are closely related with the nature. Farmers are closely related with the nature and soil. They are closely related with the nature and the soil. They work hard in soil for producing lots of cereals, vegetables, etc. for their survival and also for all this for all human beings. Okay, so a seed tells a farmer story. A seed tells a farmer story. That means the farmer's life is related with a seed because they plant a seed, then they take care of the seed, and that seed will tells us about the farmer's story. How it will that a seed can tell a farmer's story. Farmer's life is going to get profit or loss. Okay, so let's start our lesson. Okay, children, all of you listen. I am a small seed. I am a small seed. I am a small seed. I have stayed in this beautiful wooden box since 1940. In which year that seed is stayed in that beautiful wooden box is 1940. I want to tell you my story. I want to tell you my story. This is a long story but not mine alone. This is a long story but not mine alone. It is also the story of my farmer Damji Fai. My farmer Damji Fai and his family. This the seed tells the story of his farmer Damji Fai and his family. If I do not tell my story now, it might be too late. If I do not tell my story now, what happened? It might be too late. I was born in a Vangam in Gujarat. Okay. Then that year there was a good bajra crop. That means millet wheat. Sorry, maize. Then there was a festive mood in the village where the farmer lived is a village in Gujarat. So that year there was a good millet crop, season for millet crop. There was a festive mood in the village. Our area was famous for its grain and vegetables. Yes, in that time their area was famous for its grain and vegetables. That time their area was famous for its grain and vegetables. Each year Damji Bhai kept aside some seeds from a good crop. What he do? Yes, he keep some seeds from a good crop. This way, our Bajra family went on from one generation to another. Why the farmer keep aside some seeds from a good crop for producing this type of crop in the next year. Then in the next year also that farmer keeps some good crops from that cultivation. Why he collect like that? Because for producing more crops on next year. It will keep take care the next generation. Then good seeds were stored in dried gourd which was coated with the mud. How the farmer keep the good crops and good crops aside? Yes, how? Yes, they were stored in dried box, dried gourd. Gourd means it's a vegetable. Okay, gourd which was coated with the mud. Then, but that year, Damji Bhai himself made a strong wooden box to store us. But what happened is every year the good crops are kept in a dried gourd, which was coated with the mud. But that year, what the farmer do? Yes, the Damji Bhai himself made a strong wooden box to store the bajra crop or store the bajra seed or store the millet seed. Then he put in neem leaves to protect us from insects. And also what he do? Yes, he put some neem leaves for what? Yes, to protect them. To protect the seeds from insects. Okay. Then he put in neem leaves to protect us from insects. He put different seeds in different compartments of the box. First of all, what he do? Yes, he make a strong wooden box to keep the good crops aside for the next year. Then for making the wooden box, then he keeps some good crops of several items. Then instead that crops he puts some neem leaves. Why? Is to protect the seed from insects. Then he put different seeds in different compartments of the box. That was our beautiful home. Means the seed tells a story about the seed itself to us. So the seed tells first of all the seeds where is the seeds present? Yes, in a dried gourd. That dried gourd is coated with the mud. Then and that year what the farmer changed the shelter of the seed. First of all, he make a strong wooden box with lots of compartments. Then he put lots of different variety of crops, good crops in each compartment, and also he mix or he add some neem leaves to each compartment for what? Yes, to protect the good crops from insects. Okay, then that was our beautiful home. In those days, Damji Bhai and his cousins lived together. It was a large family. The seed farmers family was a large family. Everyone in the village helped each other, even in farming. Everyone in the village helped each other. Then we know that in our neighborhood, we know we all have neighborhood, so the people in the neighborhood help each other. A helping mentality will always keep the neighbors. Why? Because in a sorrow situations or in a happiest moment, all the neighbors will help each other with different manners. Okay, so like this, in that village also the people like the farmers also help each other in different occasions. When the crop was ready and harvested, when the crop was ready and harvested, on the next year the crop was ready and it is started to harvested, everyone celebrated together, everyone celebrated together. So that is, we know that in our country, in our country we celebrate some festivals. We celebrate festivals, national festivals, religious festivals, harvest festivals we celebrate. In this lessons we can say about harvest festivals. That harvest festivals are related with the related to seasons and cultivation. That means crops, and also it is related with the farmers. Means we know that the farmers cultivated different types of crops in different states of our country. Then that cultivation starts depends upon different seasons. Depends upon different seasons. We know that there are different seasons are there in our country. We live throughout the area that which are there. Yes, summer season, winter season, spring season, even rainy or monsoon season. Rainy or monsoon season. So we get we know that in each seasons. Or every season, each season is also is have some is different from one another. So the crops are also, the cultivation of crops depend upon each seasons. Okay, like we celebrate Pongal, Onam, then Makara Sankranti. These are harvest festivals. These are harvest festivals which are related to season and also some crops. Okay. So children, listen. Everyone celebrate together. The crop was ready and harvested. Everyone celebrated together. Those wonderful days with the big feast and loads to eat. Yes, during Pongal we know that. Next during Onam, these all are we celebrate. These are harvest festivals. Then in the winter, it would be time to enjoy a kind of stew, that is udiya. Then all the vegetables were put into a clay pot along with fresh spices. Yes, what is in during which season? In winter season, the village people in Gujarat, that means Vangam in Gujarat, what they do? Yes, they put all the vegetables into a clay pot, along with they add fresh spices. Along with they add fresh spices. Then the pot was sealed and kept between hot coals. Then what they do? Yes, the clay pot was sealed and full covered. It's open side is fully sealed or covered and kept between hot coals. Then yes, means chula. Next, the vegetables cooked slowly in this special cooker on the field. Then what happened to the vegetables? The vegetables cooked slowly. Then in this special cooker. Special cooker means they kept the sealed clay pot into the hot coal. They consider it is a special cooker. So that special cooker helped the vegetables to cook slowly on the field. So all of you understood about the story. Story tells us story about the seed. Okay, once again, revise again. So here we tells about the story of millet. The millet tells us about his story. He was in the farmer's hand. So first of all, he says about his story in the at the time of telling story, the bajra, that means the millet, was in a beautiful wooden box. And also he tells us the story of the farmer. His farmer Damji Pai, he lived in a Vangam village in Gujarat, and also it was a big village, small village, and his father lived in a large family, and also he lived with his cousins some days. Then what happened to the millets crops? Yes, first of all, the farmer kept the bajra or the millet crops seeds into a dried gourd coated with the mud. But now in that time, the good crops are kept aside and keep that good crops into a beautiful and strong wooden box made with the different compartments. Then each variety of crops are kept in each compartment, and also the farmer puts some neem leaves to protect the good crops from insects. Then what happened? Yes, then in some days, Damji Pai lived with his cousins together. So everyone in the village helped each other. So at the time of harvesting, everyone celebrated together. Then they celebrate big feast and lots to eat. And also in winter season, what they do? Yes, they enjoy a kind of dish. They in winter season they make a popular dish that is made up of with the all vegetables were put in a clay pot. Then cover the open side of the pot with seal. Then put that sealed clay pot into a hot coal. They consider it as a cooker. So that in that situation, yes, the cooker, that the clay pot is the vegetables present inside the clay pot cook slowly on the field. Next step. Oh, I forgot. The pot was placed upside down. That is why the dish was called Diya or upside down in Gujarat. Yes, how they put the pot in hot coals is upside down. That is why the dish was called Diya, because it means upside down in Gujarati. Then the upside down could be eaten with the bajra rotis, freshly cooked on the chula. Oh, what an earthy, delicious flavor. Along with that, homemade butter, curd and buttermilk was served. Along with the undiya, they eat with the udiya, they eat with the bajra rotis and freshly cooked on the chula. Then tells us that it was an earthy, delicious flavor. Along with that, with some side dishes are also they eat. They are homemade butter, curd and buttermilk are also served as side dishes. Next step, farmers would grow many different kinds of crops. Like grains and vegetables. According to the season. First of all, we say about a popular dish prepared by the village people in Gujarat, which was the popular dish undiya. So that dish is prepared by all the vegetables are put it in a clay pot. all the vegetables are put it in a clay pot, and then it is covered with the it is covered with the or sealed with the good coating, and it is put it in a hot coal. It is considered as a chula or a pressure cooker. Then it is kept in an upside down position. So that's why the dish was called upside down. That means undia. That is in the Gujarati. Okay, then and also they eat freshly prepared bajra rotis on the chula with the undia, and also some side dishes are also they served with that popular dish, like homemade butter, curd, and buttermilk was served. Then farmers would grow many different kinds of crops. We know the farmers would grow different kinds of crops, grains, vegetables, etc. It is also according to the seasons. According to the seasons, the farmers kept enough for their needs and sold the rest to shopkeepers from the city. What they do? Yes, we know that all the farmers live in villages, so they worked hard in the field for producing good crops, vegetables, grains, etc. Then after harvesting, they kept enough for their needs. They take enough for their needs and sold the rest to the shopkeepers from the cities. We know from the cities, the shopkeepers buy lots of grains, seeds, crops from the farmers. Lived in some villages in many states in our country. Okay, next, the farmers kept enough for their needs and sold the rest to the shopkeepers from the city. Some farmers also grow cotton. At home, family members spun cotton on charka. Then the charka means spinning wheel. Charka means, have you heard about that word? Charka. Charka means spinning wheel. Spinning wheel. Charka means spinning wheel. We know for the some farmers in some states in our country, one grow cotton plants, and the family members in that farmer's house spun the cotton with the help of charka. Spun cotton with the help of charka. Charka means spinning wheel. Okay, to make what? To make cloth. To make cotton cloths. To make cloth. Okay. Okay, once again, the farmers grow many different kinds of crops, grains, and vegetables according to the season, and also the farmers kept enough for their needs, and the rest of the crops sells to the shopkeepers from the city. Then some farmers in some villages grow cotton plant. Then the family members in that farmer's house spun the cotton with the help of charka. Charka is a spinning wheel. Then for making cloth, to make cloth. Okay, children, some questions given on the story based on the story of the seed. So first question: are rotis made in your home? From which grains are they made? Are rotis made in your home? Yes, roti means chapati. Yes, in our homes we make chapati. So, from which grains are they made? In our home we make chapati with the wheat. We use wheat for making chapati. In some cases we make some rotis with rice and ragi. In some cases, some states they make roti with the help of rice and ragi. Okay, rice and ragi. Then, have you eaten roti made from bajra or jowar? Bajra or jowar, that means maize. Bajra means millet or maize. Then, did you like this? Yes, we know bajra, maize roti is very tasty. It is very delicious and tasty. Okay, so some other questions are given. All of you listen. In your house, what is done to protect grains and pulses from insects? In our house, what is done to protect grains and pulses from insects? We know in our house we use different types of grains and pulses. Which are there? We use first one green gram, then black gram, then green gram, black gram, then green gram of moong dal. Then we use different types of like maize, we use wheat, we use rice, then bajra, mustard, cumin seed, fenugreek, etc. Different types of grains, pulses, seeds we use in our homes. How we protect that grains and pulses from insects? We first of all we keep that in an airtight container, and some pulses are placed in sun direct. So sun direct, that means to reach the sunlight. That means it will help the crops. That means it will help the pulses, grains, etc. from the insects. Okay, how we protect grains and pulses from insects? To keep the grains and pulses in airtight container, and also some pulses are placed at sun direct. Then, which are the different festivals related to farming? Yes, Pongal, Lohri, Baisakhi, Magara Sankranti, Holi, Onam, etc. They are related to farming. Then celebrated in different seasons. Here we know that the Magara Sankranti we celebrate during winter season. Which season? Winter season. Magara Sankranti is celebrated during winter season. Then here find out more about any one such festival and write it in your notebook. We know different festivals related to farming. Then we celebrate it in different seasons like Pongal, Lohri, then Baisakhi, Magara Sankranti, then Holi, Onam, etc. where we celebrate according to different seasons, and it is related to farming. Okay, next, the name of the festival, in which season is it celebrated, in which states of India, what special foods are made, is it celebrated only at your home with a family or together with many people, etc. where we know. Okay, so you should find out some festivals related to farming, and in which season that festival we celebrate, and write the name of the state in which the festival is celebrated. You should write it in your notebook. Okay, next, talk to the elders in your family and find out if there were some special foods cooked earlier that are not cooked anymore. We know that during the period of our forefathers or our grandparents, we know there is the pulses, vegetables, grains, crops, etc. are fresh, but nowadays it is not fresh. That get in our hands because it contains lots of fertilizers chemicals, etc. that will leads to leads our body weak and unhealthy. Okay, children. Next one, find out about the crops, cereals, vegetables, pulses that are grown in our area. Of those, is there anything that is famous across the country? Okay, so some pictures of some what crops are given in your textbook. First one is maize. Second one, I think it is mustard. I think it is the small black colored seeds are there. So it is mustard. Then next one we know that is wheat. Then next one bajra or millet. Okay. Then, okay children, all of you understood about a seed tells a farmer's story. A seed tells a farmer's story. Tells a seed tells a farmer's story. Then, okay children, so let's wind up the class. Thank you.